It may have been a while since you've done this, but we're just going to multiply here. We're using the distributive property. Now there's a couple different ways that you can look at it. One of the ways is where you just do these like little rainbows or arrows. So we're multiplying the 3x times the 2x. Now when we're multiplying terms, we multiply the coefficients out in front. Remember, the coefficients are the numbers out in front. So you multiply those, so that gives us 6. And then when you're multiplying, remember that these have an unset exponent of 1. And you add the exponents. So you end up with an x squared. So then I'm going to distribute the 3x to the 1 as well. So we do 3 times 1 is 3. And then x times no other x is just the x. So then that gives us our answer. Now, you may have also done it a different way. So if I give you negative 5x times, oh, I already did 2x minus 7. Now, you could set this up so that it's in a box. And the way that you set up the boxes is you look at how many terms you have. So here we have one term. We refer to that as a monomial. And here we have 2 terms, so we refer to that as a binomial. So I either need 1 row and 2 columns, or 2 rows and 1 column. Either way is fine. When I go to set it up, I match, so the monomial has to go where there's 1 row or where there's 1 column, and then the binomial has to go where there's 2 columns or 2 rows. And then we just kind of, it's like a multiplication chart, so we multiply these 2 together, and again you multiply the coefficients, so that would give us negative 10, and then x times x, remember you add the exponents, so that gives us x squared. This was a horrible job of writing a 7. So now we do the negative 5x times negative 7, that gives us a positive 35. This one has an x, this one does not, so I keep the x, and we have negative 10x squared plus 35x. So our answer for that, we write off to the side. So if we use, this is often referred to as the box method. You need to write the answer outside of the box at the end. Now, you would get the same thing if you had done it down here and oriented it differently. So you would get negative 10x squared and you'd get positive 35x, which again gives you the same thing. There's also a vertical method. I would say that this one is the least used of all of them. So if I give you something like, let's do 6x times x minus 4. Okay. So you can line it up kind of like you did multiplication in elementary school, and you're going to multiply these 2 things first and then put your answer. So again, you multiply the coefficients. So the negative 4 and the 6 gives us negative 24x. And then we're going to multiply these 2, and we get 6x times x gives us 6x squared. Now 6x squared. We'll have that conversation later. So 6x squared minus 24x, and then that gives us our answer. All of those ways are fine ways to do your distributing or multiplying. It doesn't matter which way you do. I just need you to get it to the correct answer.